Hey, what's up everybody? This is your boy Antoine Criminal Mosley. Welcome to another episode of Ask Criminal 2K13. Today is a very special day because for the first time ever, I'm filming this show in HD. I love it. This is amazing. I can't wait to get this started, and you better believe that it's going to be a great show. Normally you guys would see a poster behind me and you always ask, which poster am I going to use? Well, that's not going to happen this time. Instead, this episode of Ask Criminal 2K13 is sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings and Coca-Cola. So, 10 questions have been picked. Did yours make the cut? Find out right here, right now. Let's get started. Justin, I could sit here and tell you that the PlayStation 4 announcement was great. It wasn't really what I expected because a lot of people were saying that, well, you know, the PlayStation 4, with it coming out, I wanted to see what the console looked like. But instead of showing what the console looked like, they unveiled the controller 100%. And I can honestly tell you that the controller looks great, but at the same time, that controller is going to be pretty pricey. So any of you guys thinking that you want to rage quit or try to get all mad at your game and try to throw your controller, you better think for a second before you decide to throw it. Because that controller is not going to be cheap. I can tell you that right now. Nonetheless, the PlayStation 4 announcement went off without a hitch. I watched it on live stream on Ustream, and I can sit here and say that I'm looking forward to the release of not only this console, but for games to come out with it. And with the trailers that I've seen before, it's sure to be a great one. First off, let me say to Julie, my friend, you do not disappoint me with interesting questions. I guarantee you that. Secondly, how do I feel about the Magic trade? Well, I could pretty much say that JJ Redick leaving, that was kind of a big surprise. But at the same time, it's like, well, the Magic were heading south anyway, and I'm a Magic fan, and I can tell you that. We are really heading south. It took us a long time before Al Harrington finally made his debut, and even then he racked up points and showed that this team still got some merit with him. Now, if only we can get something working to where we can actually make the playoffs. Oh, well, that's probably not going to happen. After the trade was done, do y'all remember the game against the Grizzlies where they only played with 8 players? It's kind of weird. The Magic played with 8 players. They lost the game by 8 points. So here's another 8 for you. The Land of Magic, 8 going to the playoffs this year. I can tell you that right now. And this is coming from me, a Magic fan. Sorry. Archie, that's a very good question, and peace up to you guys in New York City. I will be there in April. The second pre-show for Road to Wrestlemania 29 will be released sometime next week. So be on the lookout for that. I'm going to have, maybe I can see if I can throw a guest in there, see if we can talk about the trip, and I definitely know a couple of people that are more than willing to get on this episode and talk with me about wrestling. And I think I know who they are. But other than that, be on the lookout for the next episode. It's coming soon. When I first started in 2007, I didn't know what I was in for. You know, I decided to say, okay, well, let's take a moment and see what I can do and show everybody exactly what I'm capable of. If I look back on it now, I can say to myself that I made a pretty good decision. Because ever since I started, my progression has been going higher and higher and higher each and every year. And I've always told myself that I could do better than last year. Well, I guarantee you this, I'm definitely doing better than I have been last year because new look, new intros, new music, new styles, new everything. I'm bringing it all out. And it's one of the most amazing feelings I could ever have to actually come out and do this now. And I'm happy about it. So from looking back from when I first started to now, you could definitely see a gradual change for the better. And you better believe me when I say I am not stopping until I hit that top of the mountain, my pinnacle of success, and I'm almost there. Just wait and see. Shauna, that's quite an interesting question, and the answer is, if you want to call it that, then yes. Here's my Black History Month fact for you guys. Seeing the fact that the February's almost over, I gotta throw one in. So here's my fact to you. Out of everybody that I work with at Buffalo Wild Wings, in my area, I am the only black person there that's still wearing my red shirt. And I'm the only black cook to be a wing certified trainer at my store. So if you could call that a piece of history, then I consider it an honor. I don't, maybe, but I would love to be part of history, and I know one of these days I will be part of history. I've just got to keep my mind focused, and someday I'll get there, and I can really celebrate in the month of February. For me. Greg, this is probably one of the most interesting questions I've seen this year so far. It's a very good question. I'm a fan of all three. I'm a fan of video games. Who isn't? I'm a fan of animes. Who isn't? And I'm also a fan of movies. Who isn't? But if I had to choose one that I would love to hear my voice in, I'd probably pick an anime, because I'm more of an anime buff than pretty much people think and people recognize. You know, granted, I love playing video games, but who's to say that if I do one video game, I won't be in the next one? You know what I'm saying? You might have a sequel come out, and my character might get killed off in the first game, and I won't be back in the second. So how does that make me look? You know, I did all that work and voice acting for nothing, and all of a sudden you see me in one game. So I'm like, what's the point in that? Movies, I can understand. I would love to hear my voice in movies, and of course see my name in the credits. You know, but that's just a movie. It has to be like an animated movie, or does it have to be a live action movie where you see like a sound, or like a Darth Vader type thing where you only hear my voice but you don't see my face? So I would say anime, because animes are action packed, full of suspense, full of drama, and I could definitely bring that to the table. So I think an anime would fit perfectly for me. You got, oh, by the way, shout out to the guys at Funimation Entertainment. If you guys are looking for any more voice talents, hit your boy up. Christina, I'm going to be really honest with you. Actually, I'm going to set up for this one. I'm going to be real honest with you, and I'm going to tell you this straight to your face. Would I ever consider doing a Harlem Shake video? Yes. Matter of fact, some of the guys I work with, we've all been sitting here talking about it for about a couple days now, to seeing if we would decide to even do one. We might do one, but we might not. Everybody's still on the fence about it. But if it was to me to do my own Harlem Shake, probably not. But, you know, people are knocking these guys doing these Harlem Shakes. You know what they're doing? Don't knock it, because it's people doing what they do best. Have fun. You're having fun on a video, and it's getting a lot of press. Okay? Think about it. When Gangnam Style first came out, everybody was doing it. Okay? You probably did it too. Everybody was doing it. And all of a sudden, now you guys want to knock the fact that, oh, Gangnam Style is getting old. Let's do Harlem Shake now. Okay? Harlem Shake is nothing more than people doing random things at the same time. And people are just recording it. Okay? Perfect example. UCF, right down the street. UCF did one. 60,000 students and alumni, and some teachers, actually took part in this video. A 30-second video, and it's making a lot of noise. Okay? If you were one of the ones that did the Harlem Shake at UCF, congratulate yourself. Give yourself a pat on the back, because you joined a ton of other people around the world that just wanted to have fun. So there's nothing wrong with having a little fun. And you never know. It might get you somewhere. Maybe on YouTube for sure, but it might get you somewhere. Chris, I'm definitely looking for a new logo for my show. Then again, I don't have a problem using my old one. But, like I said, with me having a new look this year, I want to try something different. I would love to have a new logo. So if anybody out there has any ideas for a new logo for my show, Criminal's Deep Thoughts, let me know. Come up with a rough draft, maybe explain it to me, hit me in my email about it, or you can just hit me up on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Vimeo, whatever, Ustream if you want to send me questions that way when I do my live shows every Wednesday. Just like give me an idea or something that you can think of, and I'll definitely look into it. And if I can find a great logo design for my show, not only will I use it the entire season, but I will definitely give you recognition for it every single episode. Your name will be going up in the credits along with mine and the staff. So I'm definitely looking for some ideas. If you have them, please send them my way. I would love to. I'll listen to them. I'll hear you out, and hopefully you have some good ones. If not, I'm coming to kick you in the throat. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't gonna do that to you. But I'm just saying, just send your ideas and I'll take a look at it. Lawrence, that's a great question. The website's coming along just nicely. I'm doing updates here and there. It's not exactly where it needs to be right now, but I'm working on it. You know, everything you do in life is a work in progress. My website is no exception. So I'm definitely going to be working on it. I'm getting members day in and day out. I'm up to about, I don't know, maybe 1,700 views on my site right now, so that's saying a lot there. People are actually looking at it and checking it out. Hopefully I'll get a lot of more viewers down the line, and maybe, who knows, I can get some interaction going, maybe like a chat box going on in the website, or have video moments, video blogs that only people will see on that site. A lot of things that are going to be put on the site are definitely going to be exclusive, so nobody else is going to see them except the members on that site. So Facebook won't see them, Twitter won't see them, YouTube won't see them, nobody's going to see them, but it'll be on that site. So that gives more people an incentive to say, hey, I really want to know what he's going to say about this, that, or the other. So I'll join on the site and see if I can figure out what's going on, and then maybe I can talk to my friends about hooking it up, and friends that it's a domino effect. You know, one person checks it out, everybody's going to check it out. So I'm definitely working on it. Hopefully I can get some more ideas for the website, and I'm definitely going to bring it out. And I can't wait. It's going to be fun. Erica, I can sit here today and probably lie and tell everybody that it's a solid 10. But I'm not going to lie. I'll tell you the truth. Be honest. That's what Ask Criminal is all about. Honesty. And I can honestly tell you right now that on a scale of 1 to 10, I am about an 8. I'm about an 8. I'm happy with the progress that I've made, but I am not truly happy just yet. There's still a lot of work for me that I have to do. And it's a work in progress. It's always been a work in progress for me. You know, things don't go as according to plan. Sometimes plans I have fall through. I never get time to get to them. Or I'll just end up being lazy about it and just say, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to do this. I talked about it, but I'm not going to do it. I can't be like that and run a successful production company doing that. If I'm going to say I'm going to do something, I have to put 150% into it every single time, no matter what. I could be sick, I could have a headache, I could just postpone it to another day. But the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, I will have something done and ready for everybody to check out. And the problem with, doing all this is sometimes it can be really frustrating to do everything. So I can't really say that I'm going to be a 10 happy about it, because you have to have a couple of setbacks on the path of success. You know, you can't just walk right into success unscathed. That's never going to happen. That's never going to happen for anybody. So I take my steps one at a time, and hopefully I get to where I need to be at. Once that happens, then maybe I can move that 8 to a 9. But until I'm truly happy with everything that I've accomplished so far in my life, I consider myself a solid 8. Plain and simple. Well, guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode of Ask Criminal 2K13 in HD. That's the way it is. You guys give me the questions, I give you the answers, guaranteed. If you'd like to see your question answered, hit me up on the link below, and I'll definitely take a look at it. And if I like what I see, your question could very well be answered on my next episode. But until then, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I am your humble host, Antoine Criminal Mosley, naturally. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you on the next episode. Holla at your boy. Peace. The champ is gone.